Welcome to Pitbull Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the FIU Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Going with the ground game left.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Thanks to grab. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming. See it, take advantage of it, get the completion.
He'll take a deep shot here. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
But how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hand off from the shotgun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the wideout. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Finds his man on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And he was off target there, but I'll tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect...
Picked off, a turnover in their own end.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Second down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, FIU! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to... Oh, they block it.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The run inside. It's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Extending the play. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. On target. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right back to it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Now backed up in their own end. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Florida International offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. To the ground to try to move the chains. Might have a chance. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Caught. They will score. Touchdown, Florida International. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Got it in the middle. It's Galloway. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught him and getting him on the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, looking for a man. Moving out to the right. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on 1st down. Now, 2nd down and...
Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Nelson. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it down the field. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Running inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with the Delaware Blue Hens taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's the Blue Hens on top right now as they look to move to 6-2. We've seen the good, the bad. And the ugly from this group, and yet here they are, very much in the mix in their league.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The run inside. It's Shaw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
That was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. FIU will line up to punt. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Looking to throw on first down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to the big tight end. And the timing just a hair off. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time on target.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll line up to go for 2. He'll set up to throw. Rush is on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That keeps the score. Florida International, 19. Middle Tennessee, 7.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offense?
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Gonna take a shot. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Bringing it back. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back.
Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going long. Makes the catch down the right side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And as we get ready to start the 4th quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. The official says no good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game.
That kicker needed to club up. Fortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
Ford International comes out to start this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throwing on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field, and he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lacey. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to...
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The play-action fake. Got it. Could not make his way to the corner. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Unleashes one. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all in display on that screen.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead, and that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
A spectacular one-hand grab. FIU pushing tempo. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Panthers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof.
There's some room. Hard running there. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out